Wait,
There it
I'm
is.
not in the doc.
There ain't no doc for this one, brother. All right. GMLB family, welcome to the final episode of Good Morning Let's Basketball. For the foreseeable future, there's always a time to return, so we will keep that there. How about this 20 comments saying, "Hey, I really like you guys. I love watching your content. We'll come back. I'll make that deal." We'll make a return.
That's all
It's
it
got to be
takes.
20 different.
20 different people commenting, and we'll
So
bring the
Marco and
pod
Nico,
back.
you
We're
can't do 10 each comments. Not
and
Hey,
flying.
hey.
we're checking IP addresses.
Denver,
We're gonna see if the what was it, the Philippines fans stayed loyal.
Denver, you were crowned the biggest fan. So Denver cannot count because we know he's a fan already. We would appreciate a comment, but we can't count Denver for the 20. Nico, Marco cannot count. Uh, anyone that we know personally cannot count. Cannot
Yeah.
count them. So anyone we know personally plus Denver. That's it. All right. I am your host, Mike Miles. To my right, that's Victor. Victor, welcome to the final pod. Words from the CEO. We're going bankrupt.
Yeah,
We're
man. I
bankrupting.
didn't think it would happen. Being a nonprofit company, we went bankrupt.
We went bankrupt with no bread,
We
no
took
bread or income. That's
we
crazy.
took nonprofit a little too literal.
Below me, that is Daniel. He was finally wearing the Bulls hat. It's no longer the Camels kissing hat. It's now the Bulls. Welcome.
How are we doing, y'all? It's a sad, somber day. The white rabbit of all roads lead to Rome idea was right. I feel like I mentioned that like 2 weeks ago that there was this like TikTok trend of like all roads lead to Rome, and it's this white rabbit versus the Chester cat. Well, for anyone that's watching that understands what I just said, it happened. Um, but also I got this very cool Goku Chinese imported soda.
That's
So
gonna kill you. That might kill
it's
you, man.
yeah, probably honestly. Yeah,
Gone
I didn't
already?
even think about that.
Gone already.
This is the final episode, but also the final time you guys will ever see me personally.
Um, yeah, I have no idea about pretty much anything you just said. I didn't follow a single thing you said, but someone might. Someone might, and that's what's important. Finally, Kevin, welcome.
Good to be back. I did actually prepare a statement. It's a quick one. So I'll go ahead and read off real quick. get
Oh no,
my phone here.
this
Oh, I thought
cannot
he
be
was about
good.
to put on a projector, and then it was gonna pop.
He got laid off from the Atlanta office, the security office.
If it fell down behind me, that would have been pretty cool. But this is a letter to the competition. You're welcome. And I'm not holding a phone either. It's a Roku remote.
Letter to the competition. You're welcome. Bro, I don't know how this guy has come up with such a good intro every single episode. It is insane. It is insane. But Victor, as the CEO of the pod, I will pass the mic to you for our statement regarding the Good Morning Let's Basketball podcast future.
Yeah, as GMLB as a collective, we decided that we are going to take a break from podcasting, an indefinite break. We don't know what the future holds for us. We don't know if this is going to be the last episode, but it's going to be the last episode for now. I'm going to miss it. Uh, I don't know if we're going to continue it or not, but we'll see what happens.
Now, the question is, did the gnome feed him that line? Or was that from the heart? Because the gnome is looking sus back there today. Did he feed him that line?
the
Oh,
the There's gonna be someone that watches this maybe that's gonna like create a lore for the gnome and say like when the gnome showed up, that's when the downfall of GMLB started.
Yeah, you know, a community who engaged in our fake lore. That's what we needed. That was our fuel. We just never quite got there. When Kevin moved to the Atlanta office and we posted the pixelated picture of Kevin, that's what we needed. We needed someone to take that and run with it, truthfully. But yeah, GMLB family, we collectively had decided to take an indefinite break from Good Morning Let's Basketball. Um, that's really all there is to it. There's no hard feelings, nothing behind the scenes. There's no drama. We just, life happened. Life happened. That's really all there is to it. I mean, not much to be said. Life happened. We all got our paths. This is what happens when you get old, especially Kevin. Kevin got older than all of us, but wiser too. He also got wiser.
It took you to the final episode for you to say that. It's always been Victor. So sounds like to me, you're hiding.
Victor did age like 18 years doing the pod. Not gonna lie, Victor.
Yeah.
The brains behind the operation was not an understatement. It was not an understatement for anyone that was wondering. Definitely not.
Oh man, it was a lot of grind, and I don't regret it. It was fun while it lasted. Some stats I wanted to show, or not show, but I thought this was interesting. It was 90% of podcasts don't get past episode 3. That's 1.8 million who quit. Of the 200,000 left, 90% will quit after 20 episodes. That's an under 180,000 gone. To be in the top 1% in the world, you only need to publish 21 episodes of your podcast. You're in competition is not the 2 million podcasts, it's the 20,000 podcasters who didn't quit. And we have 117 episodes counting this one.
Yes, sir. So we made it. We made it.
We
Hollywood
did it.
Walk of Fame ready. Um, yeah, do we dive a little more in depth? Reasons, life, uh, faith. Daniel potentially has a girl now. uh, I don't know if I should have said that on the pod. This is the uncut. This is
It,
GMLB after
Yeah,
hours.
this is going.
Uh, Kevin just got a promotion at the security office. He's now doing ball game pod security over in the Atlanta office. Um, let's see. Do I have anything good for Vic? Vic, Vic is elusive. Vic hasn't quite told us why yet. He said he never will. He just kind of decided, yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're done. And we listened to our CEO. Okay, I'm gonna stop yapping for real. Life, that's the biggest one. We started the pod. Were we in college? Were you guys in college? Like
We
first year,
were
maybe?
We were
no,
all in college.
I mean,
it's
basically for anybody who's curious how this all started, because I don't think we ever got to why we started this in any of our episodes, or nobody asked.
Yeah, really, no one
It's that
asked.
Yeah,
one. No one asked.
It's definitely that one.
No one asked.
nobody asked. But so basically, I think back in 2021, me and Daniel were on this app called Colorcast, where you could just watch games with like a community and they can tune in with you, but it was just a scoreboard and you could only hear each other's voice. It was similar to, I think, the app called Clubhouse, but it was mainly for sports fans and the scoreboard was live. So it was pretty cool. So me and Daniel started on that. The app died out, and then I kind of wanted to continue doing that. So I reached back out to Daniel and Kevin, being like, "Hey, I got an idea for a podcast. Let's start it." And we all love talking basketball. That was somewhat of a passion of ours, and I always thought we had good conversations when we were talking basketball in person. So I wanted to start that. We started it. Miles was watching us from day one, and I barely knew Miles, and he was always commenting and wanting to help out. And then we eventually got him to come on the podcast with us, and he's been a tremendous help with us. So I mean, that's how our story began.
He did play hard to get. I remember
Yeah,
that. He did play
Did
hard
I?
to get. We wanted him on the pod for at least a couple months, um, before he finally was like, "All right, well, I'll join."
Was that for real? I don't
yeah.
remember that.
Yeah.
Dang.
You were just content cooking beats and making thumbnails for probably like 4 months.
That's so true.
And playing 2K.
Oh, dude, those videos were fire. They're still fire. I don't know the last time you watched one of the Mike Miles 2K videos when we implemented commercials into our podcast. That was still a tough idea. I'm not gonna lie.
I'll say the last time I watched is probably the last one you made.
But yeah. 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 Uh, some naive minds back then. Now we have jobs, which makes things significantly harder. Um, and we also don't live near each other anymore. Not that we ever really did. We kind of did, but now because like in college, we'd come home and be in the same place,
Except
but
me.
now we do not. Wait, you said what?
Except me.
Well, you were there already. You were there. So when we came home, we were all in one place.
Yeah.
Now we do not live in the same place because of jobs. Capitalist society ruined our podcast. That might be the statement that goes on the community post. Yeah, truthfully, we can't be consistent, and we appreciate everyone who tunes into the pod, but we don't feel that we have the engaging fan base and community that we felt was most important over the numbers, over the potential to be monetized, over the sponsorships and collabs. We always just wanted that community under us, and we have some of you guys do tune in, but there's we had the infamous Q&A episode. Victor and I floated an idea about having fans call in. We tried the email GMLB fans. Shout out Denver. Denver came through for us on that. Denver, we did not forget you. Um, but yeah, we that with life happening, um, not as much time to watch basketball, not as much time to keep up with the league. Not really a super engaging fan base that we've built. And again, we do appreciate all you guys that do watch. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Shout out.
we're at the point we're kind of on the downturn as it is. We're not in the prime of the channel anymore. So we kind of made the executive decision to step away, focus on our lives, and maybe we'll be back. Maybe we'll be back eventually.
So yeah, definitely hit a point where we kind of weren't able to kind of give it our all. And I don't think any of us here are the type of people to do something and not give 100%. So I think that was definitely something with it too. And Miles, with your comments about Denver, I think this is a perfect opportunity to name this episode "Glazing Denver for 20 Minutes." There's no better way to go out.
That is
I
crazy.
have
Yeah,
access
that
to the channel.
actually.
I will change the title.
Oh man, yeah, the lore of that to anyone because we will have a lot of people who tune in just because it is the final episode and they're like, "Oh yeah, I did subscribe to these guys back in the day. Let me see what happened to them." And then they'll see the final episode. But yeah, we do have our ongoing series. We have Glazing Wemby for an hour.
Blazing
Um
Tyrese Halliburton.
Glazing Tyrese Halliburton. We also have the Four Idiots series. Four Idiots talk about the Damian Lillard trade. Four Idiots discuss the Luka Doncic trade. We do have a couple series, but this one could be four idiots discuss our biggest fan. That could be one. Or glazing Denver for an hour is a good one though. I feel like we did one more. Did we ever do another one? Did we do glazing Wemby part two?
Yeah, we did have a second one.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least we floated the title because we talked about Wemby for like 45 minutes one episode.
All right, let's talk about the real reason why we're ending the podcast. It's because Miles cannot watch the NBA without Jason Tatum.
That's actually like 5% true. That's like 5% true because like if Tatum was playing, I'd probably watch more, but I mean, you made a joke, but that kind of is the reason I personally stepped away, which is I cannot watch basketball this season the way I want to. Now, if Tatum was playing, I would watch maybe three more games in the season, which would put me at a total of like 5 games the whole season. Because I might watch like I don't know, I might watch Jokic play Shea or something, and just like hearing it through the grapevine. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll turn that on for a second. But yeah, I can't. I'm not committed to watching basketball this season, so that is at least my reason. We don't have to go in depth with all of our reasons, but there is some truth to that.
Well, I think you kind of hit a lot of the other deeper points on the money with not having like a fan or a community, I guess, and a fan base that was as engaging as we wanted, um, per se. Because we obviously, like we've all said, are very appreciative of the people who have tuned in and who regularly did tune in. Um, but you know, I think we wanted to, in some cases, wanted to see a little bit more of the fruits of our labor.
Yeah, yeah, we became numbers based instead of community based, which is partially our fault. We had a lot of people tuning in for the reels and the games, but we couldn't find a way to get returning viewers to watch our podcast. And we put in more than enough work. I'm not going to get into like what that looked like, but we uh we got to a point where we're like, you know, it's really cool having a podcast with like some numbers behind it. But when you look at like the years and the time we put in, and Victor aging 15 years in 3 years, we're kind of like, maybe we should just live our lives now. Maybe maybe it's past. The time is past. And I think that's fair.
Secretly, we're all going into training and we're coming back with a fifth member and we're running courts all across America. I don't know why you guys are hiding it.
Yeah, we're bringing in evil Kevin.
Hmm.
Evil
Okay.
is that our point?
One's enough.
Yeah,
One's honestly too much.
The true reason is Kevin is the self-proclaimed heel of the podcast, and he crashed out in a Sunday meeting and
I
ruined the
decided it was over.
chemistry.
He pulled the canopy.
I decided it was over. That's funny.
Just took one text.
All right, let's go around the panel. Favorite memory. Daniel first.
What's crazy is I was thinking about asking that question earlier, and I should have thought of mine.
I got one already
Go ahead. Go ahead first.
because I can tell you're struggling.
But it's like
Oh,
there were no good memories.
my favorite memory was, I think it was either the first or second episode of Miles being on the podcast, and Daniel was he was changing his outfit for every topic that we switched, and to the point where at the last topic he was doing the segment without his shirt on.
Dude, that was a long freaking time ago.
Yeah, that was a long
I
time
do
ago.
remember that very vividly.
That was funny. Or when we did the All-Star break episode and he was drinking he was drinking his drink out of a sock.
Oh my gosh.
Forgot about that.
I completely forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, the Daniel quick cut compilation, like the Kevin intro and the Daniel quick cut moments would like actually go viral if we ever dropped it. If we ever dropped it.
Um,
Yeah.
I, I'm struggling to come up with a good memory because honestly, there were like we had a lot. I don't know. Kevin in a various different hats. I think
Me with different hats. I wore the same beanie for 3 years. I wore the same white Adidas beanie for 3 years. You're the hat guy.
no, I know, but like sometimes like I don't know, the hat would just change. It would be sometimes.
I still have it. It's right there. I'm looking at it.
I think for me, Daniel doing calculus for like 45 minutes of an episode, staring down at a whiteboard. And then we're like, Daniel, like, what are you doing? And you see him put the board to the side, but it's full of calculus on it. Like the entire time we're talking basketball, the dude was just doing calc homework. And he set it to the side trying to be sly. Like we didn't see the entire whiteboard full of math. That
But
was a good one. Also, my favorite reel we ever posted was Daniel's spelling bee reel. Because, dude, that makes me cry every time. And my sister watches that reel and like laughs so hard when when you tried to spell oh my gosh, who was it, dude?
uh
It was you versus Gooder. Oh man.
no,
Yeah, I'll
it
have
was
to find
that
who
was our
you're.
first one. That wasn't with the
Or it was
Gooders.
Yeah, because
Wally Szerbiak. Wally
Yeah.
Szerbiak was who he was trying
Yeah.
to spell.
I remember I
I
Dude.
picked that
love
one.
I love the part where you can hear your voice in the back, or so I think it was you, Miles. You go, damn. You just see me like writing,
Yeah,
and then
he
yeah.
tried writing, and we're like, nah, man, we already established you can't write. And he was,
Shout out
I gotta
Wally for
find that.
actually liking that reel though.
Yeah, Wally
Yeah.
Szerbiak did like that reel.
That was pretty good.
Terrence Ross liked the reel where he dunked on Kenneth Faried. Our first 5 second moment of silence for retirement was Terrence Ross. Gave him the five
Yeah.
second GMLB patented moment of silence.
We had KD interact on one of our things too.
He viewed our
Did we
story, yeah.
Viewed one of our
didn't we have
stories.
a lot of NBA players view our story
Yeah,
back in the
Bronny
day?
James did.
Didn't Tatum, Giannis? We had a
Yeah,
lot of people
Anthony
view our
Edwards.
story. That's crazy. Do you
Anthony
still have
Edwards.
those screenshots?
Dude, I probably don't. They're saved in our Snapchat group chat, but I don't think they save.
Yeah, we did have a lot of actual NBA talent at least view. Never interact, but they viewed it, which was
Well,
crazy.
Terrence Ross interacted in Wally's a Zerbiak.
Yeah, reacted. Yeah, they dropped like the laughing emojis.
I think I'm ready to go. I think one of my favorite memories was the tier list, the moments tier list that I recorded in my like childhood closet, where I was in that really tight like closet space because I was home for the weekend. Um, Anything that we did that we reacted to, like tier lists and stuff, I really enjoyed. Those are some of my favorite moments.
Also, your McDonald's headset for 5 months. I mentioned that pre-recording, but that was also a good one. You
Which
broke
one
a
was the
mic for like
McDonald's headset?
months. It was like the white one that had the mic coming off of it.
This is
Oh,
the
dude,
Fox headset.
I had that one for a longer time than a few
Dude, that
months.
John was older than me, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
It worked. It worked, but at what cost, I guess.
Ugh. Kevin, favorite memory, go.
Say one that comes to mind because it was pretty funny. We were recording some of our game reels and we actually weren't recording. The camera was not hot. But when I was back at my parents' house recording in my brother's room and the chair I was in shattered.
Dude, I
Because
forgot
just
about
like the way it worked, we were having a conversation and like all the attention was on me here. Because I was explaining something, you guys were all looking at me. I like leaned back like this in the chair, and all of a sudden, just I
You
wasn't there anymore.
snapped.
The chair was already broken. I'm gonna add that before someone gets smart and says some stupid stuff. Chair was broken.
I don't know, man.
And I leaned back
Yeah.
and yeah, that was that. The chair
I
did
wish we
break.
I wish we brought our final channel stats. Uh all the like we could have went through all the NBA players that viewed our stuff. Uh what was
Next
our
week.
highest like last 28 days views? We did hit like 500K in the last 28 days at some point, right? Or am I just like remembering that wrong?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, we had a couple. I'm gonna say we did have that at one point. We had a couple reels do pretty good. I think Instagram we had like 185,
I
185K.
think 300,000.
Oh, okay. I was a little off. 144,000 on YouTube. That was a short that has Kevin on the thumbnail. I don't know
Go
about
figure.
TikTok or Snapchat. Snapchat had a big one, didn't it?
It did, yeah. It was the one I remember you made it.
Yeah, it did pretty well. Yeah, we had some good things. Go kind of stupid.
Highest on TikTok, 176K.
Dang. What was that?
It was a guess the NBA team by, or guess the NBA team by nationality.
Ah, interesting. Yeah, so we did some views. It was nice seeing those videos do well. It didn't really translate like we wanted it to, but we can look back and say we had some fruits of our labor a little bit. Yeah.
Not everyone gets to. I don't know what would be considered viral, but I think if in 1920, if more than 5,000 people wrote what you put out there, it'd be pretty viral in my opinion. So I don't for a second think that we didn't appreciate every view of someone that watched our videos all the way through. Some of you didn't,
Most didn't, but some did.
but some did.
I think
But some did.
I think a
Yeah.
lot did for our reels at least.
Yeah. I just look at our pod retention and it was like it literally just plummeted after like 30 seconds. People probably clicked on it not expecting a podcast. That's
Yeah,
probably why.
people are like gonna see this and they're gonna be comment, "Thank God."
Yeah,
Hmm.
them thumbnails deceiving.
One more podcast off the internet.
Yeah. Oh man, the deep three is so lucky.
Hey, we were coming for real.
All right. I got nothing else. That's all I got. I think we explained ourselves pretty well. I don't even know if we ever gave a clear answer why the podcast ended, but maybe there is no clear answer. Maybe it's just
That's why it's an
vibes.
indefinite return.
Yeah, I mean, we were always a podcast that worked off vibes. So what's new? It's a vibe.
Vibes are scarce at the moment
Yeah, they are scarce. They
because
are
October
scarce.
1st, the winter arc begins. And everyone knows that.
The
It's gonna be a
winter
cold
arc.
winter.
Ice cold.
You got to break out that Adidas beanie.
It's right there, dude. I'm looking at it.
Can you put it on one more time for the final episode?
He's heating it up. Or
Man, you want me to get up? That's for the return. That's actually going to be for my new channel, Opal Sports.
Oh,
It's
false
actually, I'm just
sports.
renaming the GMLB channel so I can already start with the network. They don't know that, but oops.
That's crazy.
The last 10 seconds are like just a solo shot of Kevin talking into the camera, explaining his new channel.
Oh man. Well, at least we didn't go out like EDP. So I guess we could at least say we went out on our own terms.
Yeah, thank God our brains work the right way, right?
Yeah, that might have been a little out of pocket.
There's such a
But
funny joke on top.
um Yeah, I got nothing else, fellas. I've been yapping. Can someone else fill some of this airtime, please? Please fill the airtime.
This final statement is GMLB family. I'm sorry you guys will never get to see me learn to spin the ball on my finger, but I will be seen again, and it will be spinning right there.
What if we
Kevin's
came
gonna,
back with our fifth member is just the basketball guy from a regular show, the one
dude.
that comes from the moon?
I swear to God, I was just about to say Kevin's gonna come back like that. What, with the basketball spinning on his finger.
Sure.
I
It's pretty specific. So I don't know regular show at all, so I'm not quite sure who the basketball guy is.
uncultured.
Yep. Yeah. We might be back. 20 comments will return. I think that's fair. So I guess a final statement.
Is that you saying it
Um,
or
All of us, like each one by one.
I guess final statement. It's been a lot of fun to have a conversation with the other three gentlemen that are on this podcast with me. Um, these are all great guys outside of what you guys see on the camera, and we've had a lot of really great moments both on and off camera. We'll continue to be friends outside of here and continue to be fans of the game. And like all of us have said already, there is a chance of us coming back. Um, but for now, this is goodbye, and we really appreciate and um, love all of the fans that have tuned in whenever you have. Thank you.
I guess I'll go next. Special message to the GMLB squadron. I had no idea that we would upload more than 20 episodes or even get more than 50 subs. So my expectations for all this were definitely crushed. That's definitely thanks to you guys. Thanks to all the friends that supported too. A lot of fun. Like Miles said, I'm not going to beat the dead horse here, but things got in the way. Other opportunities are arising. And as the young bulls that we are, we need to take advantage of them before it takes advantage of us. Confident that we'll be back, but if not, you'll see us in one way or another. So we appreciate you dearly.
Yeah, I want to first give a shout out to some of our fans. Denver, obviously being one of our biggest fans. My brother Georgie always watching our episodes, and then Andre, I know he watches every episode. I when we started this, I never thought we would get to this point. I honestly thought we would somehow be bigger than um what we are now. I thought we would have somewhat of a community, but I when we first started talking about this, I felt a little bit crushed, but I think it ultimately opened up doors for everybody. I think it's gonna open up plenty of opportunities for a bunch of us, and I don't look at it as a failure. I think we dedicated a lot of our lives to this in the past 3 years. I think we achieved a lot. There was obviously highs and lows, but I think it was there was a lot of great moments. So I'm glad we did this. Um, hopefully we're back sometime soon.
I was gonna do the Truman Show outro, but I forgot what he said.
And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yeah. Um, it's been fun. Praise God. We'll see you in the next one. Maybe.